Today we're going to take a look at open bows, and I'm going to use my 30 years experience of matching buyers and sellers together to give you a guide to prevent overwhelm and 3 secrets to help you buy the boat of your dreams. Let's get started. The last video we talked about deck boats, and you noticed that they were just a morph from the pontoons and tritoons, but with an open bow, the difference between this one and a deck boat is the open bow will pitch up on the front. So it goes up like that. And it also is closed on the front of it, so you can't walk through it, and there's no ladder on the front. Now, the advantage to that is when you're out on the water and you hit a wave, it is very unlikely that it would come over the front of it like it would scoop water, whereas a deck boat, it would scoop water because it's open, you can walk through on it. So that is a big difference on it. The difference to that though, however, means that your open bow area on the front where you sit is tight because it comes to a point. So there's a lot less knee room if you're having couples out there to join you. Those are some of the things that I will be pointing out in the video. Also going to give you my 3 secrets, which involve understanding the difference between the length and the year and how that affects pricing. Get you into a price range. We're going to be looking at $15,000, $25,000, $35,000, $45,000, and $60,000 price ranges of used boats. So this way you can see the difference in the features on board. And then we're also going to take a look at the distance traveled and if that's important in your boat buying decisions. So let's get started with the $15,000 right now. All right, so we're going to take a look at the $15,000 price range, and we're doing bow riders. And you'll have to excuse me, I oftentimes will just interchange open bow with a bow rider. So this is a boat that, unlike the deck boat, which has that open area where you can walk on and off of the boat, open bow is a closed connection and the boat will actually pitch up slightly. As I mentioned in the deck boat video, you can scoop water much easier with those because it's not wide open with an area that you can walk through, so it does tend to be narrower. We're going to see that right now. So on our advanced search screen at Boatvana, we take a look at power boats, we pick bow riders, and we're going to pick the 14 to 16,000 range, and that'll get us right in that 15,000 sweet spot. And there are 63 boats. So you can see how common the bow riders are, that you get a good sampling of boats by taking a look through here, that when you're trying to come between the size and length ratio or the size and year, then you take a look at it with the 1450 for a 2003, 15.7 for a 2006, and you just keep going down the line here and you can see how different the prices are in different areas of the country with the different accessories that you have. So why don't we take a look? There are 3 boats that I already pre-picked out, and we're going to see which one I pick. So we're going to start out with this 2012 Four Winds. It is a 190, so it's a 19 foot. And on this one, we have an extended swim deck, a large sun pad, and a ski locker. On this one, it also does have some cleaning that needs to be done. So I've just named this one Cleaning Gem because it's a really nice looking boat, and just put a little elbow grease in it and you're going to be able to have a nice clean boat for yourself. Right here for you, you can see, like I said, the cleaning on it needs to take place, and see, it gets gunky when you look underneath the areas. But right here, very nice. You've got the high bimini top area, but again, it would fold down so that you could get under low bridges. And your seated area here for your captain's area, a little bit of scrub going on there. And in your front, you can see how this becomes much different than with the deck boats. And right there, your extended swim deck. As I've said before, this makes it so much nicer for butt room. But make sure that you measure the entire overall length of the boat, especially if you're looking to keep it in a slip, because even though it may say that it's a 19 footer with an extended swim deck, it might come out to 23. So you don't want to get into a bind on it, or you want to fit it in your garage, those kind of things. So make sure you take a tape measure to any boat that you're purchasing. All right, boat number 2. This is a 2005 Four Winds. Very pretty. The one thing I saw on this one, you've got the aftermarket tower, and it looks like it only has a board holder on the one side right there. And those typically do fold in as well, so that if you're at a dock, you can actually fold it in so that you don't hit yourself with it. But you can see here, this is a 19 footer, so you're much more confined area. But it's a pretty boat in nice shape, and it looks like this one's out of Georgia. They're asking $14,750, and it does have the snapping carpet on it, which is a nice deal, and it's got good upholstery. Again, this is a 20-year-old boat, so it's always important when you check out those things with the upholstery and the condition. Now, why is the snap out carpeting? or snap-in carpeting important, because if you want to clean the floor, you can just unsnap it and go ahead and get that done. It looks like the cover's seen better days. I don't know what material it is, if it's water repellent or waterproof, but you can tell by the edging on it, it is vintage. But again, it does go over the windshield. That's a big plus when you're looking to keep dust off of the boat. All in all, it's a nice looking little boat. And on this one, I have called it Snappy because of the snapping carpet. On our 1997, this is our third boat. It is a Larson, and it's got a U-shaped seating on the back of it. And again, for a 1997, the U-shaped seating is a big deal. That's brand new in that era. So if we look through here, what I did also like about it is the canopy setup. It's a 7.4 Merc, so you've got a large engine on it. It does have GPS, and it does come with a easy load trailer. It is, again, 1997 out of New York. And right there for you, you can see it with the canopy down. But on here, it's got a camper top. So you can imagine if it were raining, that you can still stand up and, because of the vinyl on it, be able to see while you're driving. Those days when it's not downpouring, it's just a nice quiet day on the lake. This is a really nice feature for that. And it's a nice looking boat. So anyway, it's fun to be able to take all three of them with this U-shaped seating. I have called it You Love It. So with these three boats, which one do you think I would pick for my happy boat day? We have this one, which is the Cleaning Gem, and that is the boat out of Florida, which is a 19-foot four winds for $15,500. We've got this one right here, which I've called Snappy because of the snap-in carpeting, and it is $14,750 out of Georgia. And then we also have this one right here, the 1997 Larson, the You Love It, and that's out of New York. So go ahead, put in the comments which one's your favorite. Disagree with me if you like, but this is the one I picked for my happy boat day. Next up, we're going to take a look at the $25,000 price range. So again, from our advanced search on Boatvana, we have picked power boats along with bow riders, and again, I might say open bow. And then on here, price range $24,000 to $26,000. That'll get us right in the middle for that $25,000 range. And we've got 78 boats cross country. Again, very popular boats. So it's one of those things where we want to be able to pick three of them. I've pre-selected them, and so let's start taking a look. All right, for our first boat, I picked a 2012 Sea Ray 185. So it's an 18.5-foot boat. So it's a small boat, which means everything's going to be a little bit smaller on it. The open bow area, as you can see, compared to a deck boat, your knee room is a lot more limited. You don't have the Cleopatra seating up here, which is the long bench seating, because you do have a small open bow area. So I just have named this one the Tiny Bow, and it's a nice boat. Look at how clean it is, which is important. Shows that it's been taken good care of. You got a large sun pad, which makes it fun for your swimming if you're going to sit up there and watch people swimming, or if you're just going to lay out in the sun. It also does have nice upholstery, about 300 hours, which comes out to only about $23,000 a year, considering the age at 2012. And it's a nice boat. So I just wanted to take that one and show it to you, and now I'm going to show you our boat number 2. Okay, right here for you is boat number 2. This is a Sea Ray Select from 2006, a 22-footer. And if we take a look at here, you've got some rash underneath the bow of it. And this one does have the aftermarket trailer or a tower. This one lists it has good upholstery, that it has newer carpet, and they just haven't been using it, which is why they're putting it up for sale. Now on here, it does have the aftermarket tower, and it does have a shade with it, a bimini shade included. And that's a nice feature, so I have called this one the Shady Tower. And you've got a large swim deck on the back of it. Now again, the thing to consider with a tower is this looks like it is a permanent one, which does not fold down, and at that point you need to make sure that you can get under your bridges for clearance. As you take a look at the back here, there's an area from the swim deck where you can walk through, step onto the seat to get back into the boat. It does have a little blemish there for being able to get the upholstery taken care of, but for a 2006, that's almost a 20-year-old boat. That's in very nice condition, and you do have snap-in carpet on it. So on this one, and you can see on the open bow area, different than the other one we looked at, you have full padding, but again, it is only a 22-foot boat, but you can definitely tell the difference between an open bow and a deck boat. And on here for you, we have named this one, like I said, Shady Tower. And our third boat that I picked out is right here for you. And this one is a 2016 Bayliner. What I liked about here, if you look at this open bow area, they actually have some cushions that you can get to put in. And again, these would be removable, so you can still sit up there. But if you wanted to have a sun pad area, that's a nice feature. It also has open underneath, so you can put like a cooler under there, which is a nice space-saving convenience. This one is in Minnesota. And you do have the swim deck that comes back here. So it's got a nice large swim deck. And this one does include a trailer. You have very nice flooring that snaps in. You can see the back on it here is like a half of a U because you've got the walk through. And the upholstery looks like it's a nice shape, a large sun pad that's sitting up on the engine. And I wanted to point this feature out to you. It has a folding area right here so that you can actually have more use out of this back area. You can see it right here so that you can walk through, but yet you still get the benefit of having this area to close so that you can have a full sun pad when you're sitting around. So that I thought was a great feature. And I've just decided to name this one Nice and Clean because it is nice and clean. So out of these 3 boats, which one do you think I would pick for my happy boat day? And again, go ahead, put your favorite in the comments. Disagree with me if you choose. But we have right here your 18-foot out of New York, and that's what I've named it, the Tiny Bow. We've got the 2006, the Shady Tower. This is out of Texas. And then we also have, out of Minnesota, our Nice and Clean. So again, make sure to pick your favorite, put it in the comments, and let's see which one I pick for my happy boat day. I am so glad you're here. We're providing so much information for you that when you're finding this valuable, make sure to click our subscribe button, and then also the notifications bell, and the like button would be really cool too. Drop a comment. Let me know if you like the boats that I'm picking out. But yeah, for sure, make sure to subscribe. And then we'll make sure that you never miss another video. Next up, we're going to take a look at the $35,000 boats. So from our advanced search on the Boatvana screen, we're going to be able to go through and pick power, followed by bow riders, and then right down in the price range, I'm taking 34 to 36,000. That should get us right in the middle for 35. So let's see how many we have. 62 at this point. And again, we take a look at them. This price point, you start to really see the difference between a $15,000 and a $35,000 boat. And lots of options to choose from all over the country. And again, you're looking at the difference between the length of the boat and the year of the boat with your features. And then also some other things like how far away it is from you. But again, don't be afraid if the boat's further away, because there's always a way to find a transporter to be able to pay to have the boat brought to you if you really like it. These types of searches will help you figure out what features are in your price range. And we're going to start out with this one right here, which is a 2004 Cobalt. Cobalt is what would be considered top of the line in your boating, in the boating hierarchy. You can see here you have bimini tops, so that would obviously fold down if you're really concerned about the height of any type of bridges. This also has a nice outdoor cover, which goes over the bow of the boat. And then right here for you, you've got the seating, or the area of the sun pad on the back of it is detailed, which is nice. And then in your open bow area, again, it carries through with that same design on the upholstery. And this one happens to be about $35,000, and we are out of Texas with this one. 448 hours on the engine. Might seem like a lot, but since this is a 2004, you're only at about 21 hours a year. So that would be low hours. And then your bimini is, again, we talked about that as being not a tower. And what I wanted to show you on here is it's got a funky layout inside of it. And that's okay. We're always looking at all sorts of different boats here. You get the idea. It has the 3 decks on the back of it. And sometimes that's nice. If you happen to be sitting here, you can reach this one with your legs so it's not as stressful like on your back. Same thing if you want to sit here, you can reach that, also getting back out of the water. It's an easier climb into the boat. Very pretty though. But this is what I said about funky seating. It's not like a seat with a back. And that's something to consider. There's always many different ways that boats are laid out. So you always want to take a look and see if it's something that would work for you. Our second boat is a 2007 Monterey 24. So it's a 24-foot boat, almost 25 feet. And we're going to take a larger look at this one here. It's out of Florida, and it is about $35,000 is what they're asking. It's got 34 hours on it. That's not a lot of hours. Nice flooring. You've got a ski locker in it. So you can see here it's the extended swim deck, and beautiful color. I love that color. It's always pretty. Look good riding in that one. It's got a nice tower on it. Again, be concerned with the towers if you've got bridges on the lakes or any kind of low obstructions, because it does not look like that one comes down. You also have your seating, and it's got a walk-through on it, and so it does step down into the boat, and your seats will fold so that you can actually stand up and drive and have something to rest on, which is nice. And your bow area, it's a little close together, so I'm calling it the cozy bow right here. But as you can see, different than a deck boat, you're closed on the front of it, and the boat would be pitched up on the front. You can see here it pitches up so that it's not going to scoop water the same way a deck boat would. And that is the cozy bow, and we'll move on to boat number 3. Right here, we'll take a larger look at it. This one is from California. It is a 2022 Bayliner. That's pretty. So it looks like the color on it is still nice and bright. Now, if you do get one that, the gel coat has been more sun faded, there are products out there that you can use to bring back the color. It's called Color Restore. You can bring back the color on them. Take some elbow grease, but they do work well. And here for you got a nice wide open bow on this one. And your towel, I don't know if this one folds down, but like I said, your walk through back here is neat because this one, again, this will fold, and then you actually get a full sun pad on the back of it, which is a nice deal. And so again, it's just different features on different boats. Some of them just have a straight walk through. Some of them have it where the sun pad is that you can lay out on the whole thing. And so that's just one of those features that you want to take a look at. I called this one the less climbing. And this one they're asking about $35,000, 80 hours on it, and it includes a trailer. So which one of these 3 should I pick for my happy boat day? I'm going to pick it right now. But I want to hear your comments as to which one you like best. We have the 2004 Cobalt with the funky layout. We have the 2007 Monterey with the cozy bow. And then we also have the Bayliner, which is a 2022 for less climbing. Let's see which one you picked. Just put it in the comments. And this is the one I picked for my happy boat day. Now it's time to take a look at the $45,000 price range. And you really start to get an idea of the distinction between the different levels of pricing. And this is no exception. So we're going to start out on our advanced search screen on Boatvana.com. You got power boats with bow rider. Down here in the price, let's put 44 to 46. Again, 1,000 up, 1,000 down gets us right into that ballpark for 45,000. We press search and then we come up with 41 boats right here for you. You can see again, they're from all over the country. You got Virginia and Illinois. So I've already pre-picked 3 of them to take a look at. And we're going to start out with this 2020 Glastron. On this one, some of the distinct features of it is that it's got 32 hours. You can look at the detailing on the stitching, which makes it fun. And then it's a one-owner boat. And I always like that feature because if you're buying it DIY between parties, then you really can get a good idea of what the service and maintenance was to it. It has snap-in flooring, and they're asking about $45,000. And I really do the extended swim deck on the back of it out here. And again, it just makes your day on the water nicer when you got more room to maneuver and be able to get out of the lake. So it's a fun boat, really pretty colors. And now we're going to move on to boat number 2. This is a 2019 Rinker, and it looks like it's 87.9 hours on it. So it's got low hours. You've got a swim deck control area for the speakers. This is a really nice feature because then when you're sitting back there, you don't have to get out of the water to change the station or whatever you're looking to do when you're swimming back there. And it is Bluetooth. And Bluetooth ready is always nice, especially 2019. This is a unique design for the front, for your bow, because you almost have 2 seats. And then there's a third area where you could sit. Now, again, knee room, but if you, let's say, have children, it's going to be a nice setup for them. It's got the snap-in carpet. This one I have decided to name the Breezy Seats because one of my favorite features is it's got the seating with the mesh in it, and you can see it right there. You had a full swim pad across the back of it, and so it's really a nice, convenient boat. Bimini top to it. It'll fold down in case you've got height restrictions on your lake, and a removable cushion that's in the middle of it so you can walk through. And this really convenient and nice features, good looking boat at a 2019, again asking $44,450. The third boat we're going to take a look at is out in New Hampshire, and this happens to be a Cobalt. It's a 21 footer and it's nice and clean. You take a look at all of the different features on this one. It's about 88 hours, which would be very low hours for a 2010. It has 2 covers, one that goes over the windshield and one that goes over the bow. The advantage to this, it'll keep your windshield clean. And at the same time, if you're driving and you don't have guests that are going to go into the bow, you can leave that on, which is just a convenience. Just a bimini to it, but it's got nice seating up here. And I'm calling this one Ride Forward because if you look at it, you sit here and your guest would be riding forward, which is just a nice way to be able to take a good boat ride. Nice boat. Looks like it's in good shape. Out of these 3 boats, which one should I pick for my happy boat day? And I'd love to hear your comments, so just go ahead and write them down as to which one you like and go ahead and disagree with me too. But we've got the 2020 Glastron with which we're calling the Extended Fun because of the swim deck. We got the 2019 Rinker, and this one we're calling Breezy Seats because it has the meshed seats. And this one right here, which is a 2010 Cobalt 21 footer, and we're calling this one Ride Forward. All right, again, put them in the comments. Let's see what you got for your favorite. And this one is the one I would pick for my happy boat day. I've got a free gift for you. Head over to happyboatday.com. I've got a really nice guide. It's, oh my God, a lot of pages, but it's a PDF, so you don't actually have to print it out. It's called Everything Boat, and it's great for beginners. Hit the subscribe button again. But for sure, drop a comment. But again, free gift, happyboatday.com. And finally, let's take a look at our final price range in the bow riders. We're at the $60,000 price point. And on here from our advanced search at Boatvana, we're going to take a look at right down here, 59 to 61. That'll get us right at 60,000. Don't forget to put power boats along with bow riders. And we press search, and we're going to come up with 13. So this is a much more manageable number because obviously we've gotten into a higher price range. We have Florida, Maryland, Oklahoma, lots of nice looking boats from all over the country. And I pre-picked my 3, so here we go. We're going to start out with this one right here. This is a 2007 Formula, and on this one I have the special features to it. It's a 26 foot. They're listing it at $59,600. You can tell on here it's got an extended swim deck, lots of seating, very clean. It's got your tower right there. And yes, this is very clean. This is a 2007. Just to remind you. But look at how pretty that is. That is a nice looking boat on the water. 26 foot, so you've got the walk-through area here with a gate and cup holders. Gotta like those. And then over here for you, it's shiny. Got a walk-through windshield, extended swim deck right here. Because normally your swim deck would end right here. But then they add this part of it so that you get much more enjoyable swimming experience or any kind of water activity that you're doing. It looks like it's got a duo prop on it. And right here for you, you can see the extended swim deck. Again, be careful if you're getting this type of boat. You need to measure out the overall length to make sure it would fit into a slip or make sure that it fits into your garage. And yes, I have seen that before where people have to look for a different boat because it didn't fit in their garage because they didn't measure the overall length. All right, boat number 2. This is a 2021 Bayliner, and it's blue and it's pretty. If you've watched any of my videos so far, I love this color blue. All right, this one here is in Texas. I'm calling this one the adjustable seating because it's got a really neat feature in the stern. You've got a walk-through windshield. It has a tower with a bimini. That's a nice deal. Look at how pretty it is. Oh, love that. You got your nice big swim deck with the decking on it. And you can see here, and this is the feature to it, this flip seat right here will fold down. And that's why I'm calling this boat the adjustable seating, because that way you can actually just lay down and suntan if you wanted to, or just take a little nappy. Anyway, very clean. It also is just 84 hours on it. So very nice shape. Boat number 3 right here is a 2015 Chaparral. It's in Oklahoma. You got the 2 separate covers, goes over the windshield, which is a big deal. 57 hours on the engine, and it is a 1-owner freshwater boat. So these little treasures are out there. You just got to search for them. This one has, it looks like it is a, can't tell if that one's an aftermarket. I don't think that's an aftermarket tower. But you'd always want to make sure you got the bimini on it. If you need to put it down, make sure that it is a foldable one. And there is a neat feature on here. There's your big sun pad on the back of it. And they open the engine compartment. Look at this. It is a space where you can hide your cooler. So this one is called the cooler boat. All right. It's a nice feature. It stays out of your way and you don't kick your toes on it. It's got a nice setup for the seating on the back of it where it's like almost in a rounded or a U shape. And that's the fun part about looking for boats. Each one is a little bit different on its features. So again, this one they are asking $60,000. It's out of Oklahoma and a 21 footer, 2015. So out of these 3 boats, which one do you think I would pick for my happy boat day? We have the 2007 Formula, which we have titled Lots of Friends because it's got a lot of room to bring a lot of friends with. We have this one right here, which is the 2021 Bayliner in the pretty blue color. And this one we are calling the adjustable seating because it has that really neat flip down seat. And then on this one, it is our cooler boat because the cooler is hidden in its own little compartment. So go ahead, put in your comments which one you would pick, and then I'm going to show you which one I would pick for my happy boat day. Okay, so isn't that cool? We just finished the $60,000 boats, and you can really see the difference between them when you start to analyze them. And you also notice that within each price range, there are some nice boats out there. So you can really get a good idea of what you want and some features involved, so that makes your used boat buying decisions easier. So now what we're gonna do is recap them and give you the top #1 pick that I did for my happy boat day. Okay, that was fun. I really appreciate you guys visiting us out here on the Minnehaha Creek in Minnesota, and I hope you love the top 5. It was a lot of fun picking them out for you, and I hope that you'll be able to find your happy boat day soon. Even if you haven't bought the boat yet, buying yourself a little present is a great motivator to keep you on track so that you can find your dream boat. Now take a look at our next video. Click it right here. Gives you a lot of good information. Go over to happyboatday.com and pick up your free gift, which is the Everything Boat downloadable guide. And for sure, make sure as you're out there that you stay bold, stay buoyant, and as always, we'll see you on the water. Thanks again, I'm Roxanne, your boat matchmaker.